Welcome to 2024, where your political propaganda is someone else's YouTube channel. It's happened time and time before. The farthest back I can think of is AOC streaming on Twitch consistently, to what, as of recent, has been blowing up is Aiden Ross with Trump. Don't get me wrong, it's a wild fucking idea, and it's a wild fucking thing to see nowadays that political figures, in so desperate to win a race, now go down to, well, not down, but now go out to reach towards content creators, especially the likes of Aiden Ross and, you know, that whole bunch of bananas. I'm not saying there's anything bad with it. I'm just saying it's a little bizarre to see political figures partner with content creators for the sake of publicity. I understand in the sake of politics, it's not if you have good policies, it's a matter of if you get enough publicity. And in this case, Aiden Ross supporting Trump in this essentially comeback race is exactly what he'd want. And I'm not here to pick sides or tell you what fucking political party is good or which one's bad. I'm just here to fucking say it's kind of dumb. And we've gotten our second whiff of the coming shit pile to come, and it pulls in Cenat this time. Come to find out that after or during the actual stream event, Kamala Harris's team was actually reaching out to Kai asking him to do a stream with her. Kai kept denying them, saying I wasn't gonna do it, I don't give a shit about politics, and eventually they stopped. So came the Secret Service.
Then on top of that, I got the fucking Secret Service calling me 5 times, nigga!
Secret Service blew him up according 5 times, asking him to stream with Kamala Harris as a comeback to the Aiden Ross Trump stream. I'm not saying this is gonna start a new fucking trend, but I really hope it doesn't. I do not want to see fucking big content creators start fucking partnering with I'm about to say I'm almost fucking saying political content creators. Jesus fuck. Political figures, because that shit's gonna get ugly and quick. And I've always said this, if you're a content creator who has some mass and some weight to you, I really do think you shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. At least the way I see being a content creator is that it's your individual voice. There's no point in mixing politics in it. Why mix politics into it? And then that gets rid of your voice, because now you're siding with something that's entirely larger than you, and you might not even fully agree with. That's why politics integrated with content creation. And if that is your mainstream of content, I don't think that's a good thing. Then again, who am I to say anything? I fucking play video games for content and yap on the internet for content. So what am I saying? But like, I genuinely think politics and content creation cannot very meld well. And if they do, what ends up happening is a ecosystem of just degeneracy, because it's obviously you're gonna find people who support you because you go alongside with their beliefs, their ideologies, their political views, but also then it turns into a, oh fuck you because you believe in this party. And that's why I tend to keep my political views out of all of it. It doesn't ever end good, and it can't ever end good, because the whole way politics works, it's a fuck you if you don't agree with me, and if you agree with me, they have to be the enemy. Then we cannot be friends. It's a stupid idea. Regardless, moving on. I think it's awesome that Kai mentioned that he's not gonna do that shit, and if he ever does, he will remain as transparent as possible and not this, oh yeah, let's go Democrats kind of shit, or, you know, super fucking poster childish, if that makes any sense.
I don't know goddamn shit about politics, my nigga. I don't know nothing. We need you a part of the campaign. At first I was thinking she was talking about like a game, a video game, like a modern warfare game, or if not that, a clothing brand. I'm like, what campaign? Shorty gonna say, we're not gonna get into details. If there's some way, somehow, something was to go into where I do the stream of politics, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to sit on my stream and say, why did you guys call me?
I guess this is also a good time to touch back on previous shit like this. Like, say, Hassan Abi. Hassan Abi himself is a pretty decent guy. I just don't really like the kind of content he does, because it's exactly what I don't agree content creators should do. Majority of the time, it's spewing takes of making fun of Republicans or stupid political figures in general, which I'm all down to make fun of political figures. I'm not saying that's the bad thing. I'm just saying shit-talking Republicans and shit-talking political parties just because of your personal views. And I understand down to the day, everybody's gonna have their own personal view, and that could technically be viewed however you want. More liberal, more fucking whatever the fuck. But it just doesn't go well anywhere. It ends up going to a field of, oh, I'm better than you because my fucking political view is correct and yours is wrong. And of course, you can get these kind of interactions anywhere else if you just go into the right place, like say War Thunder, which is my main game. It's a similar thing. Well, fuck you, my country that I play is better than yours. You can't ever really escape that dynamic, but what I'd like to say is when it comes to making content creation, it's definitely not for the sake of real world problems. You can absolutely talk about real world problems without picking a side and just deliver it as an unbiased news outlet instead of having to give your own political twist on it. But I feel like that's extremely lost in translation, especially as of now. And it seems this is becoming a very common occurrence. If I am correct, there was some Democratic convention for this next election year, this upcoming election year, where they invited a bunch of content creators and were offering $20,000. I'll put it on screen here to mention or to back reference what I'm talking about because I can't remember it right now, so I'll do it in post. But I genuinely think the idea of melding content creators with politics for the sake of publicity and exposure is a very, very, very nasty road to go down. Because then it eventually comes down to what if there's deals behind the board where, oh, this dude is actually a facade or a face for this political figure. I feel like that gets really nasty really quick. I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at it in a really weird way, but I just think stick to content creation that you do best. Stick to the shit you do. Content creation comes from what you want to do, not what others would like you to do. That's how I like to view it. And I guess that's the best way I can explain it. I don't like doing content for the sake of having a lot of people agree with me. I do content for the sake of myself agreeing with myself. That makes sense, right? But in the end, politics and content creation might be able to meld, but I just don't think it'll end up great. It'll probably end up in a way where this content creator is still supporting this political figure or still endorsing this political figure without making it outright. And it goes from content creation just for the sake of getting views and harboring views to content creation for the sake of political propaganda and political biases. I don't know, I just work here. Deuces.